Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this episode of Learn to Play Hearthstone, I'm going to talk about playing to your outs. If you have ever watched a Hearthstone tournament, you have noticed the commentators and the pro players talking about their outs, talking about playing to those outs. And what does it all mean? An out is originally a poker term, and it means a card that you can draw in order to win the game. So in poker it's crucial to know what your hand is, what cards can give you good combinations in your hand, what cards can give your opponent good combinations in their hand, and therefore what draws are crucial for you to win the game. When you're playing a game about percentages, you need to recognize the probabilities that you are going to be able to win. And the same applies to all card games, and it also applies to Hearthstone. Therefore, whereas a new Hearthstone player might be just playing with the cards they have in their hand. Okay, I have these cards in my hand, so if I use this card this turn, I might be able to use this card next turn. But that's not always enough. Playing to your outs means that you're playing with your entire deck, and your opponent's entire deck, and not just your hand. Playing to your outs is a way to turn bad situations into something that, okay, a certain path can take me to victory here, instead of just playing what you have and losing as slow as possible. However, it is important to note that you're not all the time playing to your outs throughout the game. Much of the time in the game you're playing for tempo or you're playing for value. You're just doing things that your deck wants to be doing, and you're not relying on very specific top decks. But then you need to recognize when you are in a situation where you need to play to your outs. Typically these situations are situations where you are behind and you recognize that, okay, there is still more ways for me to win this game. I have some cards in my deck that can allow me to win this game. And when you're playing to your outs, you're choosing plays that have the maximum effectiveness if you draw the right card. You're choosing plays that will allow you to win the game when just the right events happen, instead of slowly losing the game with what you have in hand. And when you learn how to play to your outs, you're going to find that you're actually going to be winning more, and you're going to win more in fashions that some might say lucky top deck, but in reality it's all about a good setup. And I'm not going to be all theoretical about this. In fact, let's go take a look at multiple examples of playing to your outs, so that you can really grasp the concept and understand what it means. The first clip is about an Aggro Shaman. Aggro Shaman wants to be pushing face, but the way is closed. Taunts all over the place. What can the Aggro Shaman do? It can still look for direct damage, and there is still a small chance to take the game home. But of course he had the Oak Heart. He had the Dragon Hatcher and he had the Oak Heart. That pulls another Dragon Hatcher. Why wouldn't he have that? This one didn't start in my deck, so I could reduce the cost of this to 1. Even then I can only deal 15 next turn. That will not be good enough. Something like this. I'm completely relying on that he doesn't have enough healing that he could get above 15 health. At this point I'm completely relying that he doesn't have an armor card in hand. Man. Now I need a Lava Burst top deck, right? And that's not even enough. Because I can do 4 Lava Bursts. I'm 1 mana out from being able to do 4 Lava Bursts. I have to trust that he can't armor up next turn. He's at 19, if he goes to 20, I can still kill him. I have to trust that he can't get to 20. And that's going to take exactly 10 mana, so I can't play the Lightning Bolt. I have to trust that he can't kill me and he can't armor up this turn. If he finds an armor up card, he wins. Despite my best preparations. But that's not an armor up card. This is another aggro example. Secret Hunter. We're running out of steam. This is not looking good, but we still have one more chance to take the game. That's sad. So did I just lose this one? Not sure. Can I raise? I need a couple of points of damage from somewhere. If I can top deck an Animal Companion. If I can get some good secrets going. There are still ways for me to try to raise this one. But I do need a beast. I have another bow left in the deck. Is bow attack to the face correct here? Yeah, I think it is. There's still a chance that I can raise this. Still a small chance for that. Depends how many turns it's going to take him to kill me. Okay, Diamol top deck or Crackling Razor Maw top deck wins right now. He's setting up for lethal in case I don't have those. Bearshark top deck also wins. Alright, let's do this. It's not all about aggro. You played your outs when you're playing control as well. Here's an odd warrior in a situation that seems extremely hopeless. But if a specific set of events happens, the odd warrior can still turn it around. I can hope his beasts are in the hand. If beasts are in the hand, this might be fine. If beasts are in the deck, this will end up badly. In this example, an odd mage is in a tough spot. Very specific things need to happen, but the game is still winnable. What if I draw Flame Strike? I would have mana to play a Flame Strike. I would still be very, very dead. Am I always dead if I top deck a Flame Strike and play that? Yes, I am. So I need to play this on the cube and I need to play the Tar Creeper. And my next draw has to be a Dragon's Fury. I think that is the only way to survive. Yeah, Flame Strike clearly would be nowhere near enough. So it has to be the Dragon's Fury, but I'm now making the play that otherwise of course does nothing, but if I get the Dragon's Fury, exactly the Dragon's Fury, then it's a full board clear. Not full, the minion from the egg will survive. That unfortunately is not a Dragon's Fury. In this example, the opponent is on the verge of stabilizing. We're playing Odd Rogue. What can we do to win the game right now? So there's 23 cards in the deck, and 3 of them win the game. I think that's a risk worth taking. Let's see if we get it. That's the SI7 agent.
I'm out of cards.
Yeah, I know I'm out of cards. It doesn't matter. Being out of cards is good. That means that I have more resources to win the game. Deckhand also would have won the game on the spot. Forgot one more. In this example, the game is very tight. Mind Blast Priest. Can he do it? I have only one Divine Hymn that could heal me, otherwise I am dead in 2 turns to just the hero power. And obviously I will also die to any minions, so... But I can top deck Mind Blast. I would also die to a Candle Shot. But if he found a Candle Shot here, he would have picked it up already.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Okay, I will need the Divine Hymn. Or a Mind Blast. Mind Blast wins the game. Divine Hymn can stall. Yeah, he will be 1-off again. Mass Dispel. Then Hero Power, Divine Hymn, Hero Power. First the Mass Dispel. Then the hero power to the face. And divine him. And then the hero power to the face. He's one off with these at the moment. And I have 9 damage for next turn in hand. So he needs to draw 1 damage. And that is not 1 damage. So that's a win. Well, it's important to note that often when you play to your outs, you're not going to win the game. By the very fact that you're in a position where you need to consider your outs, that means that just regular gameplay based on tempo or based on value has not brought you to the victory. But when you learn to recognize these situations, and when you learn to play to your outs and find those sequences of events that bring you to victory, you will find that it has a significant effect on your overall win rate. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.